Good afternoon. This is GS Mikey from Santee, coming from Mira Mesa in San Diego, California. It's, it's Sunday, not October, December the 6th. A Sunday, a day to relax, because tomorrow's probably not going to be a relaxing day. The start of the work week, so gotta take some time to take a break here. Take a break with some XY breakthrough. Gonna play some Pokemon trading card game online this morning. Or this afternoon, I suppose. It's already 2 p.m. and Pacific Standard Time where I'm at. Hey, Cow Robot over at Twitch. Thanks for coming by, man. I'm gonna try out a few things here. Okay, still pretty new to Windows 10 apparently, because I got Twitter running when Twitter's not running. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, a moment to figure out a way to keep Twitter from tweeting so much. But yeah, so I said before, I'm still pretty new at the Pokemon trading card game as it is today in 2015, although I have done a little research on it. Apparently it plays, it has the same kinds of rules as when I was younger, but it's definitely progressed over the years. And so we're kind of still a newbie, although I have already built a competitive Night March deck in the Pokemon TCG Online, and it works pretty well. We're probably not going to be using that today. I'm going to be taking a look at a couple of the theme decks that I have purchased recently, or one I've earned, the other one I purchased. I don't see a way to get Windows 10 Twitter to shut up, so, oh well. I guess if it makes noise, it makes noise. Hey, Light Shedder, how you doing, man? Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started here. Now, the first deck that I'm going to fool around with today, I'm going to be fooling around with in the Trainer Challenge. But until this morning, I didn't know that there was an XY basic yellow deck. Until now, I thought that the only XY basic decks there were red, blue, and green. Red, of course, for Fennekin. Blue for I'm blanking, Greninja. And green for Chestnut. But apparently, if you run through the tutorial here, you can get a lot of coins really quickly here. And once you progress through the tutorial, you end up getting a basic XY yellow deck. So I did that this morning, and with the extra coins, I also ended up making a purchase of the Resilient Life deck as well. So we're going to go ahead and try them out in the Trainer Challenge. Now, generally speaking, you can play on any mode and any difficulty you want here. You will eventually want to beat all of the trainers and get all of the stars. You'll have to beat them multiple times to do it, with several different decks. Um, the difficulty doesn't really seem to mean much, other than the computer is sometimes not stupid on hard. Um, but for the most part, it only seems to adjust your score for difficulty at the end of a game. So here's our XY basic yellow. As with every other deck that you can purchase or earn, if you use it to win 12 games, and it could be on any difficulty, and it could be against the same trainer over and over again if you really wanted to, you unlock a booster pack, which unfortunately is not tradable. Neither are the cards that you get out of the booster pack if you decide to open it. But it can get you started, and hopefully you can get good cards that you will actually be able to use in a deck of some type in the future. So, Light Shredder says that you may kind of suck with the yellow deck. So, well, we'll try it. We'll see how it works. I'm pretty confident in my skills as a TCG player. I don't know about the deck. Well, I kind of got an idea of what the deck can do. So, we'll just kind of start with gold, the gold cup. I won't try anything too deep. And we'll start out with playing against Zach here. And we'll see how this deck plays. Going through the tutorial, the XY basic yellow deck got some upgrades, got some cards added in. We'll see if more cards get added in as you play this deck. I'm not sure. I know that back when BW was the big thing, some of the decks gave you extra cards as you progress through those 12 wins. So we'll see how this goes. Alright, so one of the things that this deck has is it has some sort of drawing capability. And in Pokemon, we really want to try to maximize the drawing capability as much as possible. And right now, Meowth is our only way of doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and play Meowth as the active. And, I mean, generally speaking, I don't really see a reason why you have to play a bench at the beginning of a game, for the most part, unless your bench somehow has some sort of great way to take advantage of turn 1, since if you start the game, you can't attack, and you get to put something on the bench on turn 1 anyway. And if the opponent starts, they can't attack, so you shouldn't lose on turn 1 without getting to play. So, I'm just gonna hit done for now. And it looks like we started. I didn't really check to see who's first. It's gonna be us first. And it looks like we're not gonna be able to attack right away. Skarmory is going to be able to call out 2 basic Pokemon to the bench on its first turn. Then it's going to be able to attack for 30 damage after that. Since it's turn 1, I'm probably going to just start by building a bench. I don't really feel like setting up 3 energy on Meowth for coin flips is necessarily a good way to start. We can't attack on turn 1 if we're the first player, so we'll go ahead and end the turn for now, since we have no other way to draw cards. The Pokemon TCG is a lot different than most trading card games, in that in other trading card games, you build a deck with the assumption that you're going to get 1 card per turn. If your deck has the ability to gain an extra card a turn in most other trading card games, you probably have a massive advantage. But here, getting 1 card a turn is pretty low. Pokemon trading card game is a lot different than others in that there's a lot of cards. Most of them are trainers that allow you to draw a lot of cards per turn. So when you build a deck, you should be considering that. Right now, I don't have a way to damage Skarmory. That's okay, we're kind of building a bench for right now. We'll just let Meowth continue going with its one energy while we try to build up Pikachus on the backside. Nice thing about Skarmory is it is, well, the bad thing about playing as Skarmory, but the good thing for us is that it's weak to electric, so I'm going to try to take advantage of that. We drew on the last turn a roller skates, and we got a heads, so we got a lot more cards that turn. Awesome. We got a pal pad, which allows us to shuffle supporter cards back from the discard pile into the deck. We don't have any supporters right now, but supporters are really powerful cards, so we're going to want to save that pal pad for when we start abusing the supporters. Do have a Raichu here. I don't see any reason why not to play it, so let's go ahead and play that now. Get an electric on there. We'll continue with our drawing power with Meowth here. Got a Druddigon, which is really nice. Druddigon and its ability is really nice in that we can combine it with Manectric if we can get an Electrike out. Mega Evolve in and start abusing Lightning Turn. We don't have one right now though, so we're gonna have to work with what we've got. But I mean, Raichu's pretty darn good. Go ahead and play Druddigon out here for a bench and bring out an Electric on Raichu. And we're gonna go ahead and start knocking things out here. Got to take advantage of that electric weakness. And we got our first prize, Farfetch. Now Lickitung was able to get an energy because of the experience share card. But it still needs 3 energy to attack. It only has 2 right now. It's going to be able to hit for 50 half of the time. I think right now it's probably best to... Probably we should save this electric, just in case. You know, actually, Druddigon has a retreat cost of 2. So we could play the electric on there, but I'm just kind of concerned about the possibility of losing an electric to some sort of discard. Alright, well, we can't let that Lickitung sit around, right? It has 90 HP, so we're going to need the band to actually knock it out. Go ahead and do that. Grab our second prize. It's a Professor's Letter. Very nice. I see Light Shedder really wants me to put that power band on the Raichu, but I don't recommend putting a tool immediately on a Pokemon unless you actually need it, because you may find that that tool might actually be better used on one of your benched Pokemon later on. But in that case, we really needed it to get the knockout, and we wanted to get the knockout because there was 2 energy on that Lickitung, and by knocking it out, the opponent really just wasted 2 energy. So that's a definite good thing. We do have... Oops, wrong one. We do have an Evisoda here, which would allow us to evolve another Pokemon. Since we have the energy to do it, I think we're going to go ahead and break out a Pikachu here. And place an energy there. Now, be aware that you can't use Evisoda to evolve that Pikachu this turn, because I just played it this turn. So we're going to have to wait for the next turn. Alright, we got a Farfetch that's also weak to electric, so let's get rid of it. There we go. There's another energy. It's very nice. Right, this homing Pidove is not able to do any, well, it was looking at my top card. It decided I should keep the top card. This Pokemon is immune to special conditions because of the Sparkling Robe. That's okay. Not really worried about that. Let's go ahead and put another Electric on Pikachu here. And let's go ahead and use that Evisode to find a Raichu. The last one in the deck. Bring it out and evolve Pikachu here. There we go. Excellent. And let's go ahead and Electro Ball here. Another Muscle Band. Since the opponent's deck seems to be half flying Pokemon, I think we have this pretty much made. Lickitung still doesn't have, the new Lickitung doesn't have enough energy either to attack. We'll go ahead and play our Professor's Letter to grab 2 Electric out of the deck here. And we'll put that on Raichu there. You know, let's see here. Snorlax, 120 at 4 energy, 3 energy. This one can do 20 with a double colorless. None of them are a threat. We'll hold our cards for now. Go and Electro Ball again. Another energy there. It's up to Snorlax to save the day for the opponent here. I don't really think that's going to do. Alright. A lot of healing here, we may as well use it. Alright. Let's bring out Electabuzz to the bench. I don't predict that I need him, but we'll go ahead and set up more energy here. Snorlax is down to 30 HP. Still not able to attack, and we pretty much got this one right here. Just keep using the wrong mouse button. And we got our final prize. We won that game pretty easily. Got Raichu out rather quickly in that game, thanks to Meowth, and we're able to get our strategy going before the opponent could. These scores, I don't know, they don't seem to mean anything. Sometimes that score can mean something. If you take a look at your challenges, daily challenge sometimes will ask you to score a specific amount of points in a game. That's the points they're talking about. So yeah. Yeah, colorless is not really a normal energy. It's just a colorless, and a lot of Pokemon have requirements for that. Pretty much every Pokemon that isn't free to retreat uses colorless to retreat. So, and that's to make it so that it's possible to actually run a multicolored deck. A lot of the best decks in the metagame today have a high reliance on double colorless energy, and have different types of Pokemon that all run energy requirements that only have colorless as an energy requirement. So it is important to take a hard look at Pokemon and see what their energy attack costs are, because that can really determine how splashable they are into a deck. I've already done the daily challenge for the day. For me, I got to choose between a fire or a grass one. Since I'm level 5, at level 5 you get to choose between two. Today mine was evolving 5 grass Pokemon in either in any mode. It could have been in the star here means trainer challenge. The lightning bolt means versus play, and the cup here means tournament play. This electric one, which is a special challenge, required me to do 3,000 damage over the course of many games to Pokemon with my electric Pokemon. So you can imagine how long that took. But I was able to do it. Got 2 experience points there, so you can see that I'm starting to get there. So you can see that there's rewards you get as you level up. I don't have any of these rewards yet for electric. There's an electric coin there, and the card sleeves, and then finally the deck box. I already have them for some of these here. Hello, Logan Jenkins. My name on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online is Mikey from Santee, just like the Twitch channel name. Thanks for coming by the way. Alright, so now that we've gone through that, let's go ahead and go back into the Trader Challenge and try out this basic yellow deck against some other trainers here. I wouldn't say this is the best deck in the world, but it has some drawing power, so... And I've seen worse in terms of theme decks. This is not too bad. I don't have any of the drawing power in this setup so far, so... Probably want to use Electrike here, just to thin the deck out, since it's able to pull electric from the deck. All right. So Torchic is starting off with an energy. Only needs 1 for that attack. We'll see if it evolves the next turn. Oh, we got a card drawing card. A supporter, Tierno. Which you don't really see much in the metagame. Tierno's 3 cards isn't as good as a lot of the other cards I've noticed. Alright, looks like we got Tails on the roller skates, so that didn't help that much. Let's go ahead and power up Electrike and start thinning the deck out. This will allow us to pull an electric energy out of the deck. Go ahead and show all cards though, so we can see what's in the deck here. I don't really know what's in the deck that much, except for the little bit that I played. I know Electrike Manectric is in here. No, Meowth's in here, Farfetch'd. I don't even understand why there's a Farfetch'd in this deck. I guess because it's a flying Pokemon and it helps against fighting, I guess. Oh, there is a Persian in this deck. Look at that. Suit your card deck for a card. Wow. Oh. Wow, Meowth's Persian's pretty strong, actually. Alright, well, I guess, Alright, well, I guess it is what it is. Go with that. That way we don't have to put more energy on Electrike. Alright, so the opponent didn't even put out an energy on that turn, so maybe they're out of energy despite having 6 cards. Alright, well, I would feel better if I had more energy. Alright, well, let's go ahead and evolve this. I know there was a Manectric in the deck, because I saw it earlier. Go ahead and do that. Alright. And Lightning Turn does 30 damage and allows me to switch to a bench Pokemon. I think I would like to do that using Meowth. Let's see what Pokemon is in the deck here, though. Actually, you know, we probably don't need it yet. Maybe we should wait until the deck's thinner for Great Ball. Great Ball allows us to look at the top 7 cards. I don't really need a Pokemon right now, so let's just play Meowth here. Put an energy on it. So, well, it doesn't need it right now. Let's give it a Pikachu. And we'll evolve to Raichu here. Alright, and let's go ahead and go with a Lightning Turn. And we'll switch to Meowth. Alright, Blacksmith allows him to pull fire energy from the discard pile. He used that energy to go ahead and heal up Torchic. Got heads for Ember, so he's able to keep that energy card. We got a Druddigon. Alright. Well, we put Meowth out here for a reason, so let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna use Feeling Fine to draw a card. Excellent, it's an energy card. It's always good to have some energy. Alright. Looks like he used up fire for that. We got an Escape Rope. So we can either sacrifice Meowth, or we can and continue drawing, or we can put in a new Pokemon. I think for right now I'd like to go ahead and power up Raichu. And let's go ahead and draw another card. Why not? It's another energy. Nice. Okay, he's going for the KO. Tails is losing the energy. Which I like. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and put out Manectric here. And since I have an Escape Rope, I'm going to go ahead and play Druddigon to the bench here. And let's get that third energy over here onto Raichu. Alright, let's go ahead and attack with the Lightning Turn once again. We'll switch Druddigon. Druddigon's ability allows it to take damage and then counter with hitting the lead Pokemon with damage as well. Right, we don't have any energy as of right now. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and thin out the deck a little bit, see what's there for Great Ball. Oh, got a Raichu for our Pikachu. Let's take that. Alright, we'll go ahead and play Pikachu to the bench here. And we'll go ahead and end the turn. I guess that Torchic really didn't like Druddigon. Alright, well, got a KO off of just standing still. Got another Druddigon, perfect. Alright, well, still no energy. Let's go ahead and evolve to Raichu here. I think at this point I want to start just attacking with my powered up Raichu. So let's go ahead and escape rope here. Bring Raichu in. And we'll go for the Electro Ball for the KO. Got our roller skates. And opponent's evolving to Simisear. It's gonna remove an energy from me here. Alright. Let's go in with the Yawn. Right? Put me to sleep, but then a flip at the end of my turn woke me right back up. Still no energy. Let's go ahead and play roller skates. Nope. Didn't get anything out of that. Alright, well, let's go ahead and attack with Thundershock. Wasn't able to get the paralysis that turn. Let's go in for the Yawn again. Alright, and Raichu refuses to sleep, apparently. Alright, let's go ahead and attack one more time. Still no paralysis. And still no sleep. Alright, that's cool. It's all good. Ah, we got Tierno. Let's bring out those cards. Excellent. Got 2 energy. Alright, well, let's start powering up the Raichu on the bench here. While we score the knockout with Thundershock. Alright. Pokémon Center Lady. Very nice. Opponent has only 1 Pokemon remaining. It's evolving to Simisear. Raichu just does not want to go to sleep. It's really awesome. Alright. Let's see. I guess we should go for as much damage as possible here. Simisear's at 10 HP remaining. Raichu's finally put to sleep. Alright. Now, luckily, on the previous turn, we got Pokemon Center Lady, which heals 60 HP. But more importantly, it removes all special conditions from one of our Pokemon. So I'm going to go ahead and play it on Raichu. And now it's awake again. Now the opponent does have an additional Pokemon on the bench now. As much Pokemon as I have here, none of them are especially exciting. So just go ahead and play Electro Ball for the KO. Got another energy. See if this evolves. It did evolve. Up to Magcargo with 130 HP. Battle Reporter is a really good card when you have low cards. He was just able to draw about 9 cards there. Draw an additional 2 with the torch. Just attacked with a Flame Burst. Right, we got another Meowth. That's not going to help that much. Alright, so at this point, since I have 2 prizes remaining, I'm going to want to be careful with my energy here. I don't want to try to get the KO on Magcargo. It's going to take 2 hits to do that. I think for right now, let's see here. It also has 1 energy. It will need 3 to score a flamethrower. For right now, let's hold on to that electric. Let's go ahead and play the Electro Ball. Put that Magcargo in KO range. There's a second energy. It's going to be used up to heal it. It's back down to 1 energy. Starting to spread the damage out. And we got a Pal Pad. So right now, I can shuffle in 2 of my supporters. I'm thinking Pokemon Center Lady and Tierno. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Still don't have extra energy here. Let's go ahead and attack with the Electro Ball again. It's gonna keep pressuring with that burst. And now we have 20 HP remaining on Dredagon. Electric, we got 40. And Raichu, we got 50 remaining. Ah, look at that, we got a Professor's Letter. I'm gonna go ahead and play the letter. Not only because I need the energy, but because I want to thin the deck and try to get to a supporter card. Alright, so we got KO range. The rest of them don't have any energy on them right now. Torkoal can do 20 with 1. Pansear can only do 10 with 1. And Slugma can't do anything. Let's go ahead and place an energy on Raichu here. We'll go for the Electro Ball again. Alright, we only need 1 more prize. A Muscle Band. Best possible card in this position. Raichu at 10 HP, but it's all it needs. Go ahead and heal it up a bit with our freshwater set. Got a Muscle Band on there. And let's go for the win here. Then Electro Ball. And the last prize was also a Muscle Band. You got the win there. Let's see here. Score. Whatever. I don't know what to do with that score. To me, you win if you win. Alright. That's not bad. This deck is really not that bad at all. I'm really liking it a lot. It's got enough drawing power that it seems relatively consistent as long as you focus on trying to get draw. Instead of trying to power up something super quick. I mean, sometimes, just like every deck, sometimes you end up with a dead draw, but, I mean, it seems like with this deck, there's some pretty decent options for a theme deck. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we only get 1 Pokemon at the start, it's a Meowth. We do have a Great Ball, though. Hopefully we can get a basic with that. Opponent's starting with a Hard Charm on Kyogre. That's gonna be fun. Alright, well, I mean, obviously we need an Electric on Meowth. See if there's any Pokemon to get. Okay, we got some decent options. Got a Pikachu, a Dredagon, and a Pikachu. Well, since it doesn't look like I have too many other drawing options... Well, I mean, we've got Raichu and 2 energy. It's probably best to go with a Pikachu. I was thinking about going with Druddigon to Wall, but this might be the better option. Let's get Pikachu out on the bench. And let's go ahead and go with a Feelin' Fine. Got a Palpad. A little early for Palpad, but we'll hold on to it for now, I suppose. Tried to go for a quick attack for 30 damage, but got tails, so it only did 10. We got a Skates, see if we can get more cards. Yep, there we go. Much better, much better. Oh, and a supporter. Tier no. Here's our 1 per turn. Alright, excellent. Let's get Pikachu evolve. Let's get an energy on it. And let's do a Feelin' Fine again. Perfect, another energy card. Got a nice, varied set of cards so far. Another 10 damage quick attack. Meowth is at 40 HP remaining. Just drew another electric. Alright, well, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Let's go ahead and play another energy on Raichu, and we'll do another Feeling Fine. Got a Manectric. Still need to draw an Electrike to take advantage of it, though. Trainer Mail is able to pull a Professor Birch's Observations. Just gonna go and play that supporter card. See if he gets 4 or 7 cards. He's getting 7. And he's gonna pull a water Pokemon. Which one is he gonna evolve? It's gonna evolve from Clauncher to Klawitzer. Well, he didn't do it yet. Interesting. Yeah, it's at 30 HP remaining. Alright. Alright, since we have a freshwater set, I think it's probably a good idea to bring Meowth back to the bench for now. Play that Lightning on Raichu. The opponent's Kyogre can do damage to the bench in the form of 10 HP. So I'm gonna have to watch out for that. Let's go ahead and retreat Meowth. Bring Raichu in. And we will set up... let's play a Druddigon to the bench here. We played a Tierno, right? Yeah, we played a Tierno supporter. We do have 1 supporter in hand. We could use the Palpad to get them back into the deck. It's probably too early to play it, though. Let's hold off for now. Let's go ahead and attack with the Electro Ball. Get the KO. Try to get rid of Pokemon that have energy on them. Another freshwater set. I'm liking that. We gotta evolve to Clauncher. Klawitzer, excuse me. Opponent's playing a Sail Fossil. Didn't pull a Pokemon, though. It's interesting. This card allows you to get an Amora if you find one in the bottom 7 cards of your deck. Obviously didn't find one. Got 30 damage on Raichu right now. Not quite in range for Ocean Cyclone yet, but it is within range of KO from Spring Tides. Well, you're always in range of KO with Spring Tides, but oh well. Let's see here. Farfetch does a pretty decent amount of damage. 1 energy. We're not going to be able to sit in front of Kyogre, so we're going to have to bring out Pokemon that can hit. Alright, let's go ahead and play I didn't want to play Evisoda now, but we'll play it. Got the Meowth to Persian. We can use that to find another supporter later. What I really wanted to play was Freshwater set to heal Raichu and Persian. There we go. Kyogre will have to score 3 heads in a row to knock out Raichu here. Yeah, I think I like that. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's also bring out Farfetch'd, so I have an option in case Raichu gets knocked out. And let's go ahead and do Electro Ball. Kyogre's weakness is grass. Just in case you were wondering why it didn't take double damage. Not exactly like the video game. The VGC. Comes to Spring Tides, did no damage, which is wonderful. Right? Alright, so after an Electro Ball, well, it'll be gone, so whatever. What's the tool that was just put on it? Hard Charm. Ooh, it won't be gone. Because this will do 80 minus 20 is 60. Put it at 10 HP remaining. Alright, well, we only have 1 energy. I'm going to hold on to it for now. I don't see any reason to play any other cards right now. Do have an Evisoda. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do the Electro Ball. And Kyogre is down to 10 HP. It's ready to go for the Ocean Cyclone. Got the KO on Raichu. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to want to lead with Persian. So I can Shadow Claw and then Nasty Plot. Each of these are at 10 HP. We should be fine for now. Let's go ahead and bring out the energy. Actually, we can't do it. Ah, I messed that up. Ah, alright, fine. Thought I had energy on it, but I don't have it. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to use up the energy. Excuse me, you gonna retreat, please? Bring Ruddigon out. Gotta make sure we do get that a knockout. I'll wait on that. Let's go ahead and end turn. On the previous version of the trading card game before the breakthrough expansion, there was an undo button, but there's no undo button in the present version to kind of match up for the way the game is played. So we're just gonna have to sit back here for now. Alright, so let's go ahead and play the supporter. Let's heal up Ruddigon here. And now we have 2 supporters. And I like both of them, so we're going to pal pad them back into the deck. There we go. Alright, we did get an Electrike. So I'm going to start charging it up. We'll go ahead and end turn since Ruddigon doesn't have any energy. Stampede. It's gonna start hurting itself with that. Alright, no energy, but we can evolve to Manectric. You know what, we're gonna wait, because we can use Charge. I don't see a lot of options here. We could heal up Druddigon. That would also heal up our bench. It's probably the best option. It's going to do that. Get the best bang for our buck with that. And end turn here. There's Stampede. Alright, got an energy finally. I think it is a good idea to go ahead and play that energy on Electrike and not Mega Evolve, but Evolve to Manectric. I'll continue letting Druddigon take the hits here. Alright. An observations, got 7 again, and now he's doing some pretty hefty damage here. Right, but that Amora is now at 60 HP, and that's within range of Manectric. Sorry, it's at 30 HP, not 60. And we got an escape rope, that'll help us out a bit. Thinking, oh, Calvin's at 18 cards remaining. Think, I'll max revive Druddigon. We'll go and do a lightning turn and choose Persian for the new active Pokemon. And we got Pikachu. It's our prize. Kind of low on energy right now, though. Hello, Jeffrey's Potts. Thanks for coming by. Now, Clauncher is doing the same strategy that my Manectric is doing. Alright. I think we're going to have to rely on Druddigon to buy us turns again. Let's go ahead and play the Druddigon here. And we'll escape rope. Okay. Bring in Manectric. Let's go ahead and lightning turn. A lightning turn to Druddigon. That Mora has a hard charm on it. Alright. It's doing damage to itself, despite the helmet, so that's all good. Alright, I think for right now we're gonna hold our cards and end the turn here. We're gonna get to some energy. And an Aurorus, that's not a good deal there. Any damage done by an opponent's attack to each of the water Pokemon that has water energy on it is reduced by 20. That's gonna be tough since it also has a hard charm on it. Did go to roller skates, see if we can get heads. Yep, we got it. There's an energy, and there's a Tierno. Let's play that. Alright. Aurorus has 130 HP. It's gonna be tough to knock out. I'm only gonna be able to use heavy cards here. One and only still has 4 prizes to go. It's not a lot of room on the bench either. Alright, let's go ahead and play Pikachu here. And we'll put an energy on Pikachu. And we'll also bring out a Druddigon. That'll make up our bench. We'll be watching Calvin's draw deck very closely. We may have to try to draw him out instead of try to outdamage him. Alright, let's get another energy on Pikachu here. Let's get that evolved. And we're gonna definitely need that muscle band on it. So we'll play that there. We have the other muscle band. Probably gonna end up using it on Manectric. But not 100% certain. Druddigon is asleep right now. Alright. Well, I don't really have much. There's not really any options. We'll go ahead and end the turn here. Druddigon stays asleep. It's Rough Skins helping out though. So we don't have enough energy yet to get the KO with Electro Ball. In fact, it won't get the KO at this time. It will only do 40 damage after the ability and the hard charm, while Aurora still has 60 HP, so it's going to be the other Druddigon tanking right now. Thanks. I'm pretty decent, I suppose. I used to play Pokemon when I was much younger, back when the game was new. I played in a Pokemon League locally in San Diego here, starting from base set all the way up to Team Rocket. So I know the basics, and lately I've been taking a look at the metagame, see how the metagame has evolved, see how the supporters. The supporter rule has changed the game a lot, but pretty decent, I'd say. I know what I'm doing at least. So, really want energy, but if I play Max Revive, I won't get an energy the next turn because Druddigon will be placed on the top of the deck. On the other hand, Aurorus already has a tool on it, so they can't put a muscle band on it to increase that damage to 90. Druddigon should be able to take one hit. I think I'll wait a turn and see if the next card is an electric. But I do need an electric card at some point in the near future. At this point, I think I have no choice but end the turn. Let's see what Calvin's got here. Did not play an energy that turn. Alright, Druddigon is asleep. One thing that has changed is many of the abilities, the Poke bodies and abilities, used to turn off when you had a special condition on you, but I'm seeing that almost every ability is not affected by that anymore, which is quite interesting to me. We got the energy we wanted, so let's go ahead and do that. Aurora's is now at 40 HP, so unless it gets healed on the next turn, we should be able to get the KO. I still want an electric at this time. Electric energy. So we're going to keep from playing Max Revive at this point. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Draudigon's awake again. Launcher's powering up. Draudigon is finally down. Aurorus is now at 20 HP remaining. And has 2 prizes versus my 3. Manectric can't Lightning Turn for the KO unless I, well, it won't KO, because it's going to be minus 40 damage. Muscle Band won't do it. It's got to be Raichu. That goes in at this point. Got a Farfetch. This is not exactly what I wanted. Let's take a look at Clawitzer. Clawitzer is able to do 50 plus 20 more damage for each water. That's really bad news. Only thing we can do is hope that we don't he doesn't have a water to do that with, or that he has a different plan. But we do need energy at this point. Let's go ahead and attack with the Electro Ball for the KO. And another Farfetch. We really need energy here. There's an energy. It was placed on Aurorus. This is where the computer shows that they're an idiot, because probably really should have just brought the Clawitzer out at this point. Clawitzer is not weak to electric, but okay, you know, whatever. That was 20 damage. Let's go ahead and play the freshwater set. There we go. Still need an energy. Let's go an Electro Ball for the KO. There's an energy. And Floatzel comes out. See, this is on challenge mode, guys. I just want to reiterate that this is this is the hard mode. The computer refuses to play its strong cards because it wants to protect them at all costs, which is fine until you're winning. I guess what I'm saying is don't play like the computer, and you'll do better. Alright, so Floatzel only has 90 HP. We're going to get the KO and the win here. If you want to pad your score, you can place a bunch of Pokemon on your bench and stuff, and whatever, but who cares? Electro Ball for the win there. Very cool. Able to get that win despite despite being in a losing position, but okay. Welcome to the cast, Elephant 20101. All right. Well, that's a little bit of the XY basic yellow deck. After playing it in the tutorial, I got a pretty good idea of how it plays. So, again, pretty decent deck. If you're having trouble playing with that deck, I would go at the deck with the mindset of trying to control what's in the deck. Your deck, not the opponent's. Try to thin out the deck with Pokemon that can pull energy out to power up, or use Meowth or especially Persian to pull out those really strong supporters, especially Tierno, which is not a strong supporter, but it's the strongest one in that deck. So, definitely take advantage of Meowth and Persian for sure, and you'll probably find that the deck plays better. Unfortunately, that's not always the case with these decks. I especially don't like, which one is it here? One of these electric dragon decks. Where is it? Oh, you're here somewhere. Yeah, Storm Rider. I hate this deck. This deck has really poor drawing power, which is amazing to me since the whole premise of the deck is to try to build up a 5 energy Dragonite. So I don't know how you're supposed to easily get a 5 energy Dragonite when you don't have drawing power, but I mean, you know, not all theme decks are great. We'll go ahead and try out this Resilient Life theme deck that I just bought. I bought it because it's a typing that I don't already have a theme deck for. That typing being Fairy, and I haven't seen any challenges yet that ask for Fairy, but I expect to see one soon, so I went ahead and bought this deck. I have no idea how to play this deck, so we're gonna see how this goes. It's always nice to see card drawing, though, in your opening hands. Let's do that. And we ended up getting some Pokemon, which is very welcome, especially against a Kyogre. See what Mr. Mime can do. Heal 60 from one of your benched Pokemon. That's great. I'd rather just hit Kyogre, but okay. Alright, well, let's thin out the deck a bit. Let's get some energy. We got plenty of energy, but I think we should, I think we should look at what cards are in here. Venipede Swirlix. Got the Doduo set. Ah, yeah, Xerneas. Card that I would actually like to have in my hand. Alright, Fairy Garden. Oh, perfect. Oh! Aromatisse. I have done a little research. Aromatisse is a central card to a metagame deck called Fairy Box. This allows you to transfer fairy energy as many times as you'd like from one Pokemon to another on your side per turn. It's kind of like Venusaur from base set, where you could do energy trans to transfer grass energy as much as you'd like per turn. Fairy Box is based off of the idea that you can have all sorts of different types of Pokemon that run colorless attacks, and you can just transfer fairy energy to them. And you can have a toolbox, something where as long as you pull the right tool for the job, you can beat any deck. It's an anti-meta deck. Yeah, an anti-meta deck style. It's also another main reason why I decided to go with this deck. So it has 2 Xerneases in it. That's pretty cool. Okay, alright, it's whatever, I guess. I did see another Tierno, so that should help a bit. It's a Great Ball. I don't really know what to go with here. Wow, that's a lot of Pokemon for the top 7 cards. Let's bring out Spritzy. Hey, Ecliptix, thanks for coming by. Good question. No, you can definitely build your own decks. But you will need to use the theme decks to build up enough tokens, excuse me, to build your own. And I'll kind of show you that after this game. Well, obviously Mr. Mime needs some energy on it, so let's get some energy on it. Well, actually... yeah, we gotta do some damage to Kyogre. We can't just bring out another Pokemon not having done any damage to Kyogre here, so... go ahead and do that. Let's bring out Spritzy and end the turn. Alright. He's using Trainer Mail to check the first 4 cards in the deck, see what trainer he can pull. Ended up getting the Fossil. Looking for a Fossil Pokemon in the bottom 7 cards of the deck. Didn't find one though. And now he's going with a Professor Birch's Observations. Got a Heads, so got to pull 7 cards, none of which he's played. Alright, got Dodrio, which is nice. We'll need to get a Doduo before we can play it, though. Also did not put another energy out. Oh, wait, we started the game, so no, they put out an energy. Let's go ahead and play our second Fairy energy. I don't know, it really doesn't need more than one. Let's just play a Psychic on it for now. It can do Massage at this point, but none of my Pokemon are hurt, so we'll just go ahead and end the turn here. And it's playing a Hard Charm. I don't like that. And did a lot of damage too with that Springtide. Springtides, you keep flipping until you get a Tails. Got 2 heads, so it's able to do 60 damage already. And we're gonna want to get some damage on this Kyogre before Mr. Mime goes down. We also need to determine which Pokemon we can put out. Only have a Jigglypuff and an Ekans. Jigglypuff is not ready to attack. Guess we're gonna have to put out Ekans for now. I don't really want to give up Spritzy. Let's go ahead and play a Psychic on Mr. Mime here. That'll allow us to go do 2 coin flips for Slapdown. Oh, we got lucky and did 80 damage, minus 20 for the Hard Charm. So we got some damage in. He's gonna get the KO with the Springtides. So, only did 60 HP, it's still got 70 to go here. And he's going to be able to power up Ocean Cyclone if he has an energy card. He's got 8 cards, so probably does have one. Let's bring out Ekans. Got a Phantom. Choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent deals the card and shuffles it into his or her deck. Okay, well, I mean, that's not really what I want, but I guess that'll have to do for now. Let's go ahead and play a Psychic on it. And end the turn. This, Kyogre is going to be a big problem here. I don't think we are in a position to win this game. If we can't draw any cards, we're not going to get anywhere. Alright, well... guess we got to play Jigglypuff at this point. Hopefully it can Body Slam and get some paralysis for us. Let's go for Astonish. one energy out of the opponent's hand. Shuffle it back into the deck. Oh boy, a Dive Ball. Dive Ball is really nice for water decks. You can pull out any water Pokemon you want at all. Pulled out the Evolution card. Floatzel. Got the KO on my Phantump, and it's going to be Jigglypuff's turn. There's a Doduo. Takes some damage, but it's not going to be able to take the one hit. Well, it could take the one hit, actually, once it evolves. No, can't do it, though, if it has 10 HP damage from the bench. Okay, so we're going to need to play an energy on Doduo this turn in order to be able to play that strat. It seems like the right way to go, rather than trusting on paralysis, especially since I can't do damage, since the attack's going to be cancelled out. The damage from Body Slam is going to be cancelled out by Hard Charm. So it's probably best to just set up here. We're going to end up pretty far behind, but we really need to get that Kyogre out of the game. I'm trusting in using Super Potion to heal the 10 damage off so that I can take the hit on the next turn. And then I can put an energy on it as well as evolve to Dodrio. So that's kind of the plan I got at this point. I can't retreat because Jigglypuff's retreat is 2. Alright, so we're gonna have to end the turn here. I was really hoping to evolve Spritzy. That's the reason why I didn't end up playing the Spritzy. But now it looks like that's exactly what I should have played earlier. There's a Roller Skates, probably a little too late, and we didn't get any cards from it because we got Tails. Let's evolve to Dodrio here. And let's Super Potion. Let's discard that energy. And we're gonna play that energy. And we're only going to be able to do 20 damage. That's on this turn. That's going to be negated by the Hard Charm. So no damage this turn. Comes another Dive Ball. And a Clawitzer. Now Dodrio is now at 10 HP remaining. It took 80 damage worth. 80 plus 20 is 100, minus the Hard Charm of 20. We'll bring it to 80. That should get the KO. A lot of options, though. Let's play Phantump out. Finally, we got the KO there. Got one energy. And now Floatzel's coming out. Going to knock out Dodrio. Got the heads. It's got Screwtail. Wow, that's a problem too. Alright, well, we only have a fairy energy, so we have no choice but bring out Spritzy here. End up being Scoliopeed. We can't play that. And I think we're going to lose here, even with the heal. That's still leaves us within range of a KO from Screwtail there. And the opponent gets the last prize there, and we lost that game there. Couldn't get any drawing power out of the deck. We're gonna see... I mean, it seems like there's cards in there. I saw 2 Tiernos, but we didn't really have a good opening hand. So we'll give it another shot. We'll see if we can try once more against Calvin here. See if we can get a better draw this time. Oh shoot, I forgot that I was going to show how to build a deck, but I'll do that after this game. Sorry about that. Opponent did not draw a card, so this is one of the newer rules, is after a draw like that, the opponent is able to choose if they would like to draw a card for each mulligan that the opponent had to do. So this is the card I was hoping to get last game, Aromatus. It evolves from Spritzy. Spritzy is a card I have here. We're going to want Aromatus on the bench. We also don't have any Fairy Energy right now. I think for right now, since we only have 1 energy, let's play Phantump as the lead, and we'll play a Spritzy on the bench. We'll go and grab another card. End up being Mr. Mime. I'm good. Let's just leave it with those 2 Pokemon for now. This time Kyogre was not part of the lead Pokemon here. Let's go ahead and use up Tierno. Alright, we got a couple energy, neither of which are Fairy though. And I think at this point, since I'm trying to get to Fairy Energy, let's use Great Ball to pull a Pokemon out. Got a Slurpuff here. And I think I like this Pokemon. Let's bring out Xerneas. We will need 1 Fairy for that. Geomancy's 1 Fairy attack allows you to choose 2 benched Pokemon and search for the through the deck for Fairy Energy and attach it to them, which is really awesome, and it works really well with Aromatus. Just got to get through the deck and get 1 energy. Let's go and play a Psychic on Pumpkaboo here and end the turn. Hey Frank, how are you doing, man? Playing a little Pokemon TCG online today. Trying out the Resilient Life deck. Didn't do too well the last game, but I got a much better hand this game, at least to start off with. Just seeking out that first Fairy Energy. Got a Dodrio, that is not what we're looking for. Alright, we can either choose Venipede or Phantump. Despite not having the energy for it, I think Venipede's the better choice. And we'll go ahead and place that energy on it. And let's set up the Confuse Ray. This will hopefully buy us some turns to get to that 1 Fairy. Was able to hit through the confusion, but only got the lesser quick attack. There's the Fairy there. Let's go ahead and evolve Spritzy to Aromatus. And get Xerneas out with a Fairy Energy on it. And I think that's what we can do for this turn. So let's end the turn here. The opponent's already confused. Now we're going to want 1 energy so that we can retreat Pumpkaboo. The opponent couldn't get a heads on the attack during confusion, so this time it hit itself, and I believe, if I remember correctly, back when the game was new, you would do 20 damage to yourself, but now you do 30 damage to yourself on confusion. The flip side of that is if you want to retreat, you don't have to flip to retreat, which is what you had to do in the old version of the game. You actually had to pay the energy cost and then flip to see if you could retreat. And if you got tails, you lost the energy and did not retreat. But now in the present game, you can retreat and you don't have to flip a coin. So you're guaranteed the retreat if you have the energy cost for it. So a little different now. Now we have what we want here. We're going to go ahead and play the energy on Pumpkaboo and retreat it. Bring out Xerneas. And with that energy, we'll go ahead and start pulling fairy energy out. And right now it looks like Venipede and Aromatisse would be best choices. This deck has, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it has 8 energy in here. There we go, 1 to Venipede, and 1 to Aromatisse. Now we're going to take advantage of this this huge setup in the beginning here. We got lucky on that confuse and ended up getting a prize. So the cool part of this deck is you can use Xerneas to pull fairy energy out to help out your bench. But by the same token, Aromatisse can help out Xerneas by sending fairy energy out to it. So that's kind of what we're going to do right now. So we're going to take advantage of that low hand. Opponent only has 2 cards in hand right now. We'll activate Fairy Transfer. And we will take Aromatisse's energy and put it onto Xerneas. And we're going to just knock that Amora out before it can do anything. We can't do that too much, since it costs fairy energy to do it. But we do have a fairy energy, that'll help a little bit. Launcher's trying to set up here. Wasn't able to get the paralysis with Bubble. We ended up getting a Psychic Energy card. Launcher has 60 HP and a Hard Charm, but Rainbow Spear will do 100 damage. Minus the 20 is 80. It will score a clean knockout. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's thin out the deck a little bit more. Got another Xerneas here. Go ahead and pull that Xerneas. Go and play that fairy. Well, no, we already played this on this turn, so let's go ahead and just go for the Rainbow Spear. We'll discard the Psychic to maximize our abilities. Got a Venipede. Probably not that useful. bubble from Clauncher finally took into effect, and Xerneas is now paralyzed. Don't have any way to deal with that. I don't know if this happens, by the way, on other people's computers, but every time paralysis happens, either to me or to the opponent, the music goes out, and I have no way to fix it. So I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to listen to my voice from this point forward. Let's go ahead and play an energy out here to Xerneas and end the turn. I don't know if that's just a glitch in the game in general, or if that's a something that's isolated to my computer. All right, here we go. We got another energy. Let's play it on Xerneas here. That bubble failed to do the paralysis that turn. And we'll go ahead and get the KO. Discard that psychic energy. So the nice thing about Aromatisse is you can be a little more daring with your energy. You can place it wherever you want at whatever time you'd like. And the music stopped again because I got paralyzed again. That's horrible. Let's go ahead and place that fairy energy onto Aromatisse and end the turn. Any of you that are watching play this game and can either confirm or deny that the problem I'm seeing now is the same problem you get on your computer, that'd be great. Let's go ahead and energy trans, excuse me, we're going to end fairy trans, please. There you go. Let's select this one and move it over. And let's go for the Rainbow Spear. And discard for the win. There we go. Alright. So, it looks like that deck's pretty decent if you can get the Pokemon out quickly. The Tiernos really aren't that strong a card to try to get the Pokemon out quickly. So to improve that deck, if you were to want to actually make a custom deck based around it, I'd probably change out Tierno to some better card drawing cards. And you'll kind of see some of the better combinations in a bit here. Definitely Aromatisse is a big part of the deck. I noticed when I purchased the deck that there's only one Aromatisse and there's only one, I think there's like 2 or 3 of the Spritzies. I'd probably put a lot more than that in the deck just to make sure I could get to it. But yeah, it's not a bad deck. It's pretty fun. Let me go ahead and take a look at our deck manager here. Alright, so Ecliptix, you were asking earlier if you could build your own deck, and the answer is yes, you can. You can build your own deck from scratch, or copy a current deck that you may have made, or a theme deck that you can then modify using the clone deck button. So, like for example, I can take the deck I just played, which is Resilient Life, which is Colorless Fairy and Psychic. I can go ahead and clone the deck. And there it is. These tabs here, just so you know, this is all of your decks. This is ones that qualify as theme decks. These are decks that are allowed in the current standard metagame. The current standard metagame is all expansions from XY forward, all the way to the current expansion, which is XY Breakthrough. During a season for the Pokemon TCG, expansions that come out are legal for standard play and expanded, 21 days after they are released. So, this season didn't start with XY Breakthrough. It came out a few weeks ago, and it's now legal. So that's why the trading card game got a big update recently. Once you go into your deck here, you can double click it, or you can hit the wrench button to edit the deck. Here's the deck right here as it stands. Got 30 Pokemon in this deck, 12 trainers, and 18 energy. If you're trying to build a deck just for fun, that's a pretty decent setup. But if you're trying to make a deck that's going to work in today's competitive metagame, 18 energy is way too much. You're going to want your deck to have a lot less energy than that. 14 is probably the maximum that you would want. Some decks, like my Night March deck, only run 7. And I think there's actually a few metagame decks that have 0. Your deck should be mostly trainers for a competitive deck, because you really want a deck that's as consistent as possible. And so you're going to want to stuff the trainers with the trainer section with as many options for drawing cards or pulling them out of the discard, which this deck doesn't have a lot of. It does have a Professor Sycamore, which is one of the strongest cards in the game. Supporter cards, unlike the original version of the game, which just had trainer, there are several different types of trainer cards. Supporter cards tend to be very strong, and therefore you can only play 1 per turn. So if you're used to the old version of the game where you could conceivably stuff your deck with 4 Professor Oaks and 4 Bills and constantly discard and draw 7 and constantly draw 2, it's not really how trainer card engines work nowadays, but with some creativity you can definitely get drawing power like that in today's game. According to this, I have 3 Professor Sycamores, of which none of them I can trade. Over here is the number of Professor Sycamores that I own that are locked. I cannot trade these. These are probably from packs or from decks like this one. Any cards that I earn in tournaments are tradable, and you're going to want to play a bunch of tournaments if you want to actually build your own deck, because you will probably not have an easy time just getting the cards you want by constantly buying boosters. That's very luck-based, and while I would normally say, yeah, go ahead and do that, if you buy the cards, the boosters with your tokens, you cannot trade them, unlike real life. So that kind of makes them useless if they aren't cards you want for your decks. So I highly recommend spending your tokens first on the decks that are available in the store. because at least with those decks, you'll actually know what cards come with it. And if you have an idea of the cards that you want to have for your custom deck, you can see if any of these decks actually have any of those cards to help you out. For example, I wanted to make a Night March deck, and the Bolt Twister theme deck is a deck that has 4 of the correct Joltik. You do want to make sure that the card that you are looking for is indeed the right card, because there are a lot of Pokemon cards with the same name that have different attacks and stuff. But this Bolt Twister deck does come with 4 Joltik that are necessary for a Night March deck. It also happens to come with a Professor Sycamore card, which you also want 4 of in your Night March deck. So if you're looking to start building Night March, this is an example of a deck you should probably buy. It comes with 7 lightning. Most Night March decks use 1 lightning, if any at all, so this should be a pretty good deck to go with if you're planning on making Night March. If you're planning on making a fighting deck, fighting usually uses Corinas. I would probably be looking at, I think Darkhammer has Corinas in it? Yeah, it has 2 Corinas in it. So you should look at that deck instead. Hey, Super Luigi 2004. How are you doing today? Thanks for coming by. So yeah, I highly recommend with tokens, you buy theme decks first. I still have about 9 more theme decks to purchase. There's a lot of theme decks in this store right now. This is also the best way to at least get acquainted with the game. If you're new, you can get an idea of some of the strategies that are available. They aren't competitive decks, so don't expect that out of them. Some of them are better than others, too. Also, I should note that when you buy a pack in the store for 95 tokens, it only has 5 cards in it. It's not really that great. It'll always have a rare, but 5 cards for 95 tokens really only makes sense once you bought all of the theme decks, or at least the theme decks that make sense for your for what you're trying to build as custom. But for me right now, I'm only really using my tokens for purchasing theme decks at this point that I don't already have. There's always a special that they are offering right now. For 11-15 tokens, they're offering a Karina bundle. Gives you that really awesome holo card. And for 10-pack boosters of XY Breakthrough. Also comes with a blue Lucario coin, which you can't get elsewhere. That's probably cool once you've gotten a lot more cards and have a playable deck. I think it's a little bit expensive for someone who is just coming in new to the game, so while they look cool, I probably wouldn't spend the time to earn the tokens for that. It's probably not a good use of your tokens until after you've really gotten into the game more. Hey, it's cool, Super Luigi. A lot of people watch other people play games that they don't own. I do that all the time, so It's all good. Glad you came by today. Um, so that's for those of you who are trying to get into the game. That's what I recommend for you. You going at your pace. You don't have to rush anything to get enjoyment out of the game. But if you want to start making custom decks and then start playing against other people with a custom deck rather than playing theme decks, your smartest use of tokens is probably still purchasing theme decks, just because you know what cards you're getting. So that's the way I went. Obviously, you can't get all the cards you need for a good custom deck that way. You're going to need to be able to trade, which none of these cards you'll be able to trade if you buy them here. So to do that, you're going to have to go into versus mode. Now, in versus mode, luckily, you don't have to have a good, strong deck to start earning more tokens and start earning tickets as well. Tickets are used for tournaments. Cards you earn in tournaments are the only cards you can trade. So you will want to eventually go into this mode and start playing. Luckily, even if you don't do well in a tournament, you still get a decent prize in the ones that require tickets. This week, standard mode, standard battles are tokens based. You click on the rewards. The rewards are tickets for placing in the top 4 and tokens for placing in the bottom 4. So if you're out of tickets, this is a way to earn tickets. You really want to use tickets, though, to enter modes that are offering better prizes. The ones that offer tickets will offer you booster packs if you place in the top 4, and an uncommon chest if you place in the bottom 4. An uncommon chest will always give you an uncommon card and some tokens. As a beginning player, I recommend never opening these chests, because even as a beginning player, when you place the bottom half and get an uncommon chest, there are people that are nice, at least from what I can tell, that will trade you pretty good cards in the public offers section here for uncommon chests. Let's do non-acceptable trades, and let's do that for uncommon chest here. Okay, I must have typed that wrong. Let's try that again. Let's try just chest. Nope. Guess there might not be anyone. No, there we go. It's showing it here. Just a moment here. There we go. Alright, Super Luigi, thanks for coming by. We'll see you later. So, over here in the trades section, I've turned off acceptable trades since I don't own an uncommon chest right now. You can see that you can get some pretty decent cards when you have an uncommon chest. So depending on the kind of deck that you're building, for example, if you're making a deck that's legal for expanded, Colress is a really good card, and so is Fisherman. Those are both excellent cards for building a deck with. I'm not familiar. Oh, yeah. The Sunder's Trump card, unfortunately, is illegal in standard. Well, I think it's banned period, if I'm not mistaken. That's why it's got a big, huge X on it now. But the other two cards are very useful. So this is a good way to get cards that you may need for your trainer card drawing engine. Let's see what else I've got here. Dimension Valley is an excellent card if you're looking to play a Night March deck. It will allow all of your psychic Pokemon to attack for 1 less energy. Let's see. Enhanced Hammer is a card used in many different types of decks that allows you to discard special energy. The most common one, of course, is Double Colorless. It's an excellent defensive card. So yeah, even if you can't do well in a tournament, you should still play in a tournament, because an uncommon chest can help you get those cards that you need. Sorts of different cards here. Karina for your fighting decks. People are offering a lot of stuff out here, so definitely join those tournaments when you can. That list just keeps going on and on there. Go and stop that for now, though. So that's kind of what how you should go about it. If you want to make a competitive deck, after having done the research and looking it up online and kind of seeing what kind of deck you would like to do, and once you've come up with that deck list, start playing tournaments, and don't worry about if you're doing well in the tournaments or not. Just get whatever prize you can, and then go from there. If you do end up getting higher than fifth place, then you'll end up getting packs, and you can open the packs if you want, but I found it to be more profitable to use those unopened packs as trading as well. So you have an unopened pack, whether it be XY Breakthrough or Furious Fists or any of those other packs, people are offering trades for those packs as well. That can really help you make a deck. This person here, for example, is asking for 3 Ancient Origins packs, and is offering cards that can help you make a Raichu Bats deck or a Seismitoad Bats deck, with Golbat and Zubat here. Those are great cards to have simply because they only require 1 energy, and it can be colorless. And Golbat and its evolution, Crobat, have abilities where they automatically do damage just by coming in. So these are, again, good ways to start building up your deck, whatever that deck type is. Just earn packs, earn chests, do not open them, and see what people are offering for trade. Because if you're looking at a competitive deck, most likely the cards that make up that deck are offered on public offers this way. Alright. So I think from this point, let's go ahead and do another trainer challenge here. Gonna give that fairy deck another try. Looks like we got a little hang up here. I have this problem sometimes too. Sometimes the loading screen gets stuck on this screen and I have to close the window and then open up a new one. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do that here. Sorry about that. There we go. All right. Whenever you log in, you should also check the little bucket here. Right now it's not shaking, so I've already picked up the daily bonus, which was 10 tokens in 10 hours, which is what, 4 o'clock right now, so 8. So at 2 a.m. my time, I can log in again and pick up the next bonus, which is 15 tokens. Every 5th login, you'll get a booster pack. So even if you don't have a lot of time playing the trading card game, it's probably a good idea to go ahead and just log in each day and then log back out. That way you get the daily bonus. And you'll get booster packs that way. You'll also get tournament tickets that way. So, yeah, even if you don't have time, try to open up the game for 30 seconds and then close it right back up, so you can get free cards. If you do have a little bit more time, but not a lot of time, definitely try to do the active challenge of the day. Some challenges are easier than others, especially if you have an appropriate theme deck for it. This is not really a daily challenge. This one was a challenge that lasted 4 days, so you had 4 days to do 3,000 damage with your electric Pokemon. A few days ago, there was a similar one for fighting, where you had to do 3,000 damage with a fighting deck. That one was not easy for me, because I did not have a theme deck that was fighting at the time, and I had to scrounge up a really trashy fighting team. But somehow I managed to do it. It also wasn't helpful because it also was versus only. But, so I lost a lot of games trying to get those 3,000 points of damage, but I got it done. As you level up, you end up getting more challenges, and as you level up, you also get booster packs this way, as well as token rewards. So if you don't have a lot of time to play, but you do have time to play, try to do the active challenges. They kind of help out too. Alright, let's go ahead and go back into the trainer challenge, and we'll play a little bit more with that resilient life deck. Go and play against Ali this time. See how consistent this deck is with its drawing power. We got a Xerneas, that's a good start. And the opponent does not have any basic Pokemon, that's going to help. Got a Xerneas with Fairy Energy and a Professor Sycamore. Go and place Xerneas in the lead slot. And since we got the Xerneas, go ahead and play both of those Pokemon. I'll agree to another card. It's another Psychic Energy. Alright, it's our turn first. I'm going to lead off with a Psychic Energy. I'm not able to actually attack this turn, so may as well not use that Fairy Energy in case the opponent decides to get rid of it. Alright, opponent's playing Nidorina. He's intent on evolving it the second turn. And an AZ. Okay, maybe they don't want to this turn. Alright, Wobbuffet is going to be the lead instead. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, each Pokemon in play, in the player's hand, and in the discard pile have no abilities. That's not fun. Alright, well, let's bring out a Fairy Energy there. Got Swirlix to Slurpuff. Slurpuff's ability won't help us while Wobbuffet's there, but I'm going to try to power up quickly here. Just use Geomancy. And we'll power up Venipede and Swirlix. Fairy Energy here. Gotta evolve to the Nidorina on the bench there. One with a scoop up. Didn't work. No energy played, and the opponent only has one card in hand. Alright, let's go ahead and play a Psychic here. I'm gonna continue powering up the bench here. I'm gonna eventually empty out the hand minus Super Potion. And draw out new cards. Let's go ahead and Geomancy. We'll add one here and here. One to Ekans and one to Slurpuff. Hey Neutron, how are you doing today, man? Thanks for coming by. Got another Ekans. So at this point, I really want a Fairy Energy, because I really want to start attacking Wobbuffet before it can get considerable damage onto Xerneas here. So we're not going to play the Psychic Energy. I don't feel like I need another Ekans. Just go ahead and throw out all of the cards. And we'll draw 7 cards. Didn't luck out. None of them are Fairy. We did get an Aromatisse here, though. Fortunately, we don't have Spritzy, which is the Pokemon we need to get to Aromatisse. We do have a Tierno here, so the next thing to do is to try to get to Aromatisse by getting to a Spritzy. I think, based off what I'm seeing here, it is probably best to hold off of setting up any new Pokemon. Let's go ahead and do a Geomancy. We'll add a second energy to Ekans and a third energy to Slurpuff. By emptying the deck, this should make it easier to get to a Spritzy. There's a fairy energy. Let's see if we can grab more. There we go. Perfect. We did not end up getting the Spritzy, but can empty out the deck even more. There's only one fairy remaining in the deck. Let's go ahead and pull 2 Psychic here. So almost all of the fairy energy is in play now. In order to do Rainbow Spear, we're going to need to discard an energy. Let's go ahead and play 1 fairy on Xerneas and attack with the Rainbow Spear. Go ahead and discard the Psychic energy for that. We'll be all set if we can get a Spritzy. That's the goal at this point. Right, that's a Whirlipede. So we got the Scolipede, Whirlipede, but we don't have the Venipede that we need. Oh yeah, we do. Never mind. Let's go ahead and play that Whirlipede. It already has the energy it needs for continuous tumble. Its evolution will require 4 energy. It won't work too hard to get that, though. Let's go ahead and play a Psychic on Xerneas. Rainbow Spear again. That'll get us our first KO. Right now while I am not being very efficient with my energy, I am being efficient in that I'm trying to keep the fairy energy in play as long as I can. Got it evolved to Nidorina. There's an energy, it's going to do 20 damage with Scratch. Can do 60 with Strength. Won't be able to get the KO quite get the KO, but it can get the KO with Muscle Band. I'm gonna go ahead and play another Psychic. Evolve Venipede, Whirlipede to Scolipede. Right, let's go ahead and go for the Rainbow Spear. There we go. And we're off to a quick 4-6 lead here. Golbat coming out now. Just trying to get Swoop Across to go. There's the energy. It's going to do 10 damage to my bench. Got the Fairy Garden. Each Pokemon that has a Fairy energy, both yours and your opponent's, has no retreat cost. That is a beautiful card. Let's go ahead and play that Stadium. Now, despite the 2 energy cost of the retreat, I can now retreat for free, which is beautiful. Now, I do have a Draining Kiss for 30 here. That will allow me to heal up damage on Slurpuff while attacking. I do want to try to preserve the Fairy energy. I really don't want to actually use up more Fairy energy to just get KOs here. I do have to watch out for Swoop Across damage, though. I think it's probably best to go ahead and retreat, though. Let's retreat and bring out Slurpuff. We can play a fairy this turn. I think go with Mr. Mime and play an energy there. And we'll go Draining Kiss. There we go. Xerneas is starting to take a lot of damage. It's at 70 now. Let's go ahead and place another energy on Mr. Mime. Golbat is now at 60 damage. It's 10 away from being knocked out. Opponent only has one card in hand still. Other Xerneas. We could play the Xerneas, but if we play that, we won't have any room for Spritzy, so we're going to keep from doing that for now. Let's play Fairy on Mr. Mime. And let's get that KO. We got a Spoink. Not really the Pokemon I was looking for. Wobbuffet is out, and this is actually a good matchup because Wobbuffet will only do more than 10 damage when your Pokemon has damage, but every time it's going to do that damage, Slurpuff is going to heal back up. It's a Psychic Energy here. I think that Psychic Energy is going to end up on Scolipede here. Let's go for a Draining Kiss. Alright, Great Ball to Nidorina. Looks like is the call there. And no energy. Alright, got another Psychic. Play that Psychic over here on Scolipede. It's ready to attack. And we're able to attack using Poison Ring. That's gonna knock out Wobbuffet, it looks like. Slurpuff has Fairy Energy on it, so it is able to retreat for free. Let's go ahead and bring Scolipede out. Let's go for the Poison Ring. Got the KO there. That Phantom may not end up needing that Aromatisse. The stadium by itself might be more than enough for us now. Alright, that is a Venipede. Don't really care. Golet's weakness is Darkness Energy. A Darkness Pokemon. However, after Golet's turn is over, it'll be knocked out with the Poison Ring damage. So let's just go for it. It's gonna take 10 there. It's at 80 damage, and then at the end of the turn, it's gonna be knocked out. It's not able to retreat. And that's the end of the turn, and we get another prize. It's roller skates. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Here's the roller skates. It's heads, we get stuff. There's the Spritzys, both of them. Wonderful. A little too late for that. We're already done with the game. It was the thought that counts, though. Won the game there. Pretty strong. We were able to get that Xerneas out really quickly, pull out all of that Fairy Energy, spread it across everything, and then got the Stadium. Stadium allowed us to retreat for free. The Fairy ended up staying. and it's pretty good. So I think that's a really good look at what that deck's build is about. It's about a combination of Xerneas and Aromatisse and the Stadium. If you can get some part of that combination or all of it, I think you're pretty good to go on it. Alright, got Xerneas again, and one fairy. We're going to go ahead and start with Xerneas. And we have a Swirlix and a Mr. Mime. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with a Mr. Mime here, and get it done. One Pokemon. Alright, this looks pretty good here. I'm going to go ahead and lead off with a Fairy on Xerneas. Let's go ahead and get Swirlix onto the bench, so I have 2 Pokemon to give Fairy Energy to, and let's go with the Geomancy. We already have an energy lead, as well as a deck lead. Electrike going at it with Bite. Alright. Let's go ahead and get a Psychic on Xerneas, getting set up for the Rainbow Spear. That'll fulfill the colorless requirement. And let's get the bench powered up. Some more Fairy. This is a really quick deck. If you can get Xerneas out and a bench, that is a really good way to get started with this deck. It didn't happen the very first time we played the deck, but it just didn't have a very good drawing engine at that point. This one looks a lot better at this point here. We've got a Zapdos trying to build up on the bench here. It can do 120 damage with its Raging Thunder attack, so we're going to need to get that Zapdos out here quick. However, it's got its experience share, which is kind of disturbing because it already has 1 energy on it. If I hit this Electrike for a KO, it will draw 1 energy over to it, and then if the opponent has an electric energy in that hand of 4, you're going to be able to do Raging Thunder for a KO on Xerneas, with me not having done any damage to it. So, kind of considering not attacking it. Let's thin out the deck some more. Pull out Psychic Energy. I don't really need the energy, but I need Pokemon at this point. So I use the card mostly to get rid of cards that are not Pokemon in the deck, so that hopefully I can draw a Pokemon. It looks like I have run dry the deck of Fairy Energy already. So we may be in trouble here. Ah, Tierno. Let's see what Tierno gets us. Spritzy and an Aromatisse. Very nice. That's pretty clutch, actually. Let's go ahead and bring out Spritzy. We're going to evolve it the next turn with Aromatisse. Let's get a Psychic over here on Spritzy. And let's Geomancy. We'll see that I have no more Fairy Energy to give. My plan right now is to try to power up Pokemon on the bench so that I can take on that Zapdos. There's another Spritzy. We won't really need it, I don't think. other than to be a place to put fairy energy. Can do flop for 20. It's kind of meh, but alright. Still don't have the stadium, which would be the big thing. Let's go ahead and play Phantom to the bench. There we go. Alright, so for the time being, to protect the fairy energy, I'm going to use Fairy Transfer. I'm going to take this energy and put it here. And since Swirlix doesn't need 3 energy, we'll take that energy, put it on an Aromatisse, and I think that should do for now. We'll go ahead and end turn. Boy, a Wally. It's gonna evolve. It's gone to Manectric. Going for the Electric Shock for the KO. That causes him to lose all of the energy on Manectric. Alright, so, at this point, you're probably looking at... Wait, what does this do? This... throws the random card into the hand, into the deck. Alright. Alright, got a Spoink. That's not going to help much. Alright, so... Lost Xerneas, which can do the most damage. Right now, I think it's best to go ahead and attack Manectric, since it doesn't have any energy on it yet. Now, it can decide to switch if it wants to. It's going to heal instead. Right. Another Tierno. Got a Jigglypuff, Body Slam, got a Doduo. Alright. Kind of hesitant on the Doduo idea, but I'd be my best bet still. Yeah, let's go ahead and play it for the time being. And I think a Psychic will do over here. Let's go ahead and do Hook again. There's an energy card there. Oh, great ball. Let's see if we can get a Xerneas. A lot of Pokemon, but none of the ones that I wanted. We can either go with a Venipede, so that I can evolve to Whirlipede, or I can go with Dodrio, since I have a Doduo. Let's go with Dodrio. Alright, let's go ahead and evolve. There we go there. Now, Dodrio can do a lot of damage here. Can do 50 plus up to 40 more. And get the KO. Question is, do I really actually want to get a KO right now? It looks like it's setting up for Lightning Turn. if I don't get the KO, it actually would be beneficial to take the damage. Let's try the Astonish route. Alright, got one energy out of the hand. Try to push cards into their hand, into their deck. No energy was played that turn. Got a Jigglypuff there. What I'm currently waiting for is a Xerneas and or a Stadium card. Just gonna go Astonish again. Electrode going back in now. It's not gonna be able to evolve that Voltorb. Oh, he had another one. And an experience share. Alright. So that's how we're doing it, huh? I really want to have a Venipede to put any Psychic on, otherwise... Or Xerneas, I'd put a Psychic on that. Otherwise, it doesn't really seem like I should put Psychics on most of these Pokemon. I think I should be fine the way it is. Let's go ahead and Astonish one more time. Push that card away. Right now we're kind of stalling. We can't do it for too long. It's gonna get a Pokemon, but not energy. Pulled out an Electrode again. It's Ekans. Just gonna keep pushing cards away until he shows that he can do something. It was an Electric Energy. It ended up being. It's bringing out Electrode. And it's a Pumpkaboo. Again, not the Pokemon I want. Definitely running out of options here. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with the hook. Oh, he got a Tierno. And he was able to evolve Helioptile to Heliolisk. No energy though. Here's a Dodrio. Now, what I'm really missing is that attacker that can hit hard to deal with Zapdos. It's the only reason why I'm hanging back right now rather than attacking. Let's go ahead and play a Psychic on Mr. Mime. We'll use Energy Trans, or excuse me, I keep using Energy Trans. Use Fairy Transfer to transfer the Fairy energy over to Dodrio. I'll go ahead and cancel there. Go for another hook. That was evolved to a Manectric. No energy, perfect. And the card that is going to get knocked out also doesn't have energy, so that energy cannot be pushed over to Zapdos. Let's get that KO. Super Potion. That's not really what I was looking for. Parabolic Charge is what that Pokemon's going to do. It's going to start pulling energy out for its bench. Gotta revive. I'm gonna revive that Xerneas. That'll be the card on the next turn. That means we're gonna want to keep this energy so that we can start stacking to Xerneas here. It's going to be a KO here in a moment, and I probably should try to hold on to that energy. Have any Pokemon that are free retreat cost? Don't think so. They're all have some sort of retreat cost. So let's go ahead and use the fairy transfer. I'm gonna move this fairy energy and move it over to Dodrio. Let's move this energy, it over to Omatis. No. That should do for now. Should be able to get energy onto Xerneas when we need it. Let's go ahead and place this fairy here. Actually, instead of a fairy, let's put a psychic here. There we go. And let's push a card back to the deck. Ah, excellent. Push that energy away. Got the quick attacks going to KO. Alright. Gonna have to bring out the mime. Here's the Xerneas we were looking for earlier. And let's go ahead and do the big slap down. Oh wait, got a fairy. Let's put fairy over here. Alright, now let's do the big slap down. No damage. No extra damage, I should say. It's able to do 40. Really hoping for at least one heads. Didn't get it though. And he got it to get the KO on Mr. Mime. Swirlix is not able to do enough damage for us. We're gonna have to use... We don't have a choice. We're gonna have to bring Xerneas back out here. There's a Venipede. Play that to the bench. We don't have any energy for it, though. Alright, let's go ahead and take the energy from Swirlix. There we go. And let's go ahead and attack with the Rainbow Spear. Alright, got Manectric coming in. Got two energies, going for the lightning turn. It's brought in a different Manectric. Alright. If he does 70, he won't be able to get the KO. He can use up energy to retreat and attack with Zapdos. If he attacks with Zapdos... KO. Not a lot of good options right now. Let's go ahead and evolve Venipede to Whirlipede here. Trying to get to that stadium. We really need that stadium to save energy. Okay, well, energy going to Zapdos at this point would be wasted, most likely. So I guess we don't have too much choice, so let's go ahead and go with the Rainbow Spear. There's Spoink. It's a Manectric. Set up for the lightning turn. Alright, let's see what we can get here. There's Scolipede and a Xerneas. Scolipede seems like the better bet. You will need a Psychic Energy, though, in order to get the best out of it. 150 HP would be able to tank a hit from Zapdos, though. Alright, we're going to play defensively now. Let's go ahead and... oops, wrong one. This one. Energy Trans Fairy over to Scolipede. Alright. Let's end turn here. Got 13 turns to get 3 knockouts. Just going with the infinite lightning turn strat. See how many psychics we've lost so far. 1, 2, 3. 3. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and fairy transfer. Fairy transfer this fairy over to Xerneas. Purpose of that is to heal Xerneas. And we'll go ahead and end the turn. Trying to buy it the time necessary to get over to the stadium. Hopefully it's not one of the 3 prizes. Just need a stadium or a psychic card. We can go ahead and attack. Got a paralysis on me though. Venipede. It's the card. It's not going to help us. Let's go ahead and end the turn here. Manectric. Alright, well, we got Sycamore, but that's really dangerous to play it at this point. We only have 10 cards in deck. We discard them and draw 7. We'll only have 3. We have 3 prize cards, so we can't really use that Sycamore at this point. Let's go ahead and end the turn here. Now we're looking for Psychic Energy card. The stadium is exactly what I was hoping for. Alright, so what that does is it allows me to use Fairy Transfer to move Fairy Energy over to Xerneas. Now that Xerneas has a Fairy Energy, the stadium will allow me to treat for free, which is really cool. Go ahead and Dodrio. For the time being. Can't do it for too long because it's weak to electric, but will at least allow us to do rage attack for the time being, just to do some damage here. Going for the Thunder Wave. He's able to get the paralysis. Got a Episoda. Don't really think that's gonna help at this point. Out of cards, none of them are psychic. Makes me wonder if I have a psychic energy card. Meaning it might be. I'm gonna have to start attacking in some fashion. Check that fairy energy. Let's go ahead and pull it off of Dodria. End the turn here. For the just knocked out both Pokemon. There's a fairy energy there. New Pokemon ended up being Manectric. There's the psychic energy. There it is. Put it on Scolipede. Can finally go on the offensive. We'll go ahead and retreat Xerneas for free. Scolipede in. Go for the poison ring. Okay, it's going with the that paralyzes Scolipede, but the poison is going to KO Manectric on the next turn. You have one fairy. Okay, so what I want to do is pull all of the fairy off of Scolipede here. Let's put one on Aromatisse. Pull this one off, put it on Snorlax. Last one off. That on Xerneas. Should do it for the fairy transfer. Let's see here. Let's put Mr. Mime on the bench and put fairy on it. And end the turn. That knocks out Manectric, and only one more prize. Got a roller skates. Not able to get an energy out. No energy, and we're going to be able to get the KO with Scolipede here. So, let's go ahead and fairy transfer one more time. Let's pull one energy off of Xerneas, put it there to Scolipede. Xerneas, and Scolipede. And Mr. Mime. There you go. And you're ready to attack for the poison ring. That one was a pretty tough battle, but we were able to get through with creative use of the fairy energy. Came out on top there. Alright, well, so I think overall, I'd have to give the thumbs up for this Resilient Life deck. It doesn't have as much drawing power as a competitive deck would have, but it certainly has a really strong combination in Xerneas Geomancy and Aromatous Fairy Transfer. And looks to be a very good start to building your own Aromatous Fairy Box deck. So definitely, if you're limited on tokens, are looking for a deck to choose, and just don't know what to choose, Resilient Life, I'd say you can't go wrong with it. It's got some pretty good cards in it to get you started, and it plays pretty decently. Thumbs up for that. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for the cast today. Thank you everyone for watching. Tomorrow, well, tomorrow's Monday. Tomorrow's work day. So I won't be casting. I will be casting on Thursday. We'll be looking to do some Splatoon, but I will be casting the Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire online competition that is starting Thursday night, starting at 5 p.m. That's the Festive Feud, a triples battle competition. I have not EV trained everything. I'm actually in the middle of EV training all my Pokemon. I have finished breeding all 6 members, and I will probably be practicing with them over the next 3 days. See if my idea for my triples team ends up working out decently online, and we'll go from there. So it's going to be again on Thursday. That's when I will next be casting. We're looking at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Pokemon Oris, and then after that, after I think it's 15 battles they're allowing this time around. It's either 10 or 15. After those battles are over for the day, then I will be playing some Splatoon after that. I hope to see you guys then. Till then, it's Mikey from Santee signing off. I'll see you guys later.